In the heart of the Sahara Desert lies a city whose name has become synonymous with the edge of the world. But Timbuktu is no mere legend or metaphor. It's a real place, a historic treasure once at the center of a thriving African empire. To the medieval world, Timbuktu was a beacon of gold, scholarship, and mystique. Its story, often buried beneath sand and time, reveals one of the most remarkable cultural and intellectual legacies in human history. Timbuktu began as a seasonal settlement in the 12th century, founded by Tuareg nomads near the Niger River. What started as a campsite soon evolved into a permanent settlement and a key stop on trans-Saharan trade routes. Its strategic location allowed it to grow into a bustling commercial hub connecting North Africa to West Africa. Gold, salt, ivory, and slaves moved through Timbuktu, transforming it into a city of immense wealth. But it wasn't just material riches that made Timbuktu famous. It was the treasure of knowledge. By the 14th century, Timbuktu had risen to prominence under the Mali Empire, especially during the reign of Mansa Musa, one of the richest individuals in history. Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 not only displayed his wealth, but also placed Timbuktu firmly on the map of the Islamic world. It was during this golden age that Timbuktu became a major center for Islamic scholarship. Mosques doubled as universities, and thousands of students traveled there to study theology, astronomy, law, mathematics, and medicine. At its peak, the city was home to over 150 schools and a collection of libraries housing hundreds of thousands of manuscripts, many of which still survive today. Perhaps the most astonishing legacy of Timbuktu is its written record. For centuries, scholars and scribes meticulously copied texts by hand, preserving knowledge from the Islamic world, classical antiquity, and African oral traditions. These manuscripts, written in Arabic and local languages, covered topics as varied as poetry, pharmacology, and jurisprudence. The Ahmed Baba Institute, named after a prominent 16th century scholar, now houses many of these manuscripts. Despite threats from colonization, time, and extremist groups, dedicated locals have preserved this heritage, often by hiding manuscripts in boxes, caves, and homes to keep them safe. Timbuktu's architectural heritage is just as rich as its intellectual one. Its most iconic structures include the Jingareber Mosque, Sankore Mosque, and Sidi Yahya Mosque, all built from sun-dried mud bricks and wooden beams. These buildings, often reconstructed and maintained by local masons, represent a distinct Sudano-Sahelian style that is both functional and deeply spiritual. These mosques weren't just places of worship, they were seats of learning and community gathering. Their construction was a testament to the sophisticated urban planning and communal effort of ancient Timbuktu. Timbuktu's fortunes began to wane in the late 16th century. The Moroccan invasion of 1591 marked the beginning of its decline as a center of power. Subsequent centuries saw it fall under various regimes and suffer from diminished trade due to shifting routes and colonization. By the 19th century, European explorers discovered Timbuktu with great curiosity, only to find a city weathered by time. Still, the myth of a golden city endured, keeping its mystique alive in the Western imagination. In recent times, Timbuktu faced renewed threats. In 2012, during a period of conflict in Mali, extremist groups damaged several historical sites and burned precious manuscripts. But thanks to the courage and quick thinking of local librarians and scholars, thousands of manuscripts were saved and smuggled to safety. Today, Timbuktu stands not just as a city, but as a symbol of Africa's intellectual heritage, its resilience, and its role in the global history of knowledge. Despite its isolation and the challenges it continues to face, it remains a site of pilgrimage for historians, scholars, and travelers who understand its significance. Efforts are underway to digitize the surviving manuscripts and restore damaged buildings, supported by international collaborations and local passion. The story of Timbuktu is being told anew, with each recovered text and rebuilt wall affirming the city's importance. Timbuktu is not a fantasy nor a forgotten relic. It is a living testament to Africa's golden age of learning and culture. Its name may evoke the ends of the earth, but in truth, Timbuktu was once the intellectual heart of a continent. By uncovering its untold story, we don't just reconnect with Africa's past, we remind ourselves of the universal power of knowledge, heritage, and human perseverance. Timbuktu endures, a jewel not lost to the sands, but gleaming still beneath them.